What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing today? It's me, Aaron Collins, and this is another edition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. I hope everyone's weekend is going well. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves, being safe about it. Without further ado, I'm going to get into the commentary. Man, you know what? As if black people didn't have enough issues going for us, didn't have enough problems in society with society constantly stereotyping us, constantly trying to depict us in a bad light. And then, just when things are seemingly starting to go in our favor, you got some among us who choose to perpetuate negative stereotypes and continue to constantly influence a certain narrative about us. So I've been hearing about this whole deal with Popeyes Chicken. They introduced a new sandwich, and I've been hearing things that this sandwich is supposed to be really good. Okay, fine. Okay, good. That's all. That's all great, grand, and dandy. I mean, I like Popeyes and stuff too. Okay, cool. But what else I've also heard has been quite disturbing, and quite frankly, it's nerve wracking. So you got groups of black people standing in long lines, and that's not even the bad part. Okay, standing in lines is okay. I mean, I wouldn't stand in a long line for some chicken. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I wait till the hype dies down, and then I go get some whatever. But the bad part, the worst part is this. I hope everyone's ready for this. I hope, brace yourselves. So I hear that folks have been inside these restaurants, literally jumping over the counters and being rude to the workers. I mean, people actually getting in the drive-throughs and fighting over this chicken. I mean, this reminds me of an episode of Boondocks on season 3. And, you know, when I heard that, I thought to myself, surely this couldn't be real. I mean, this has got to be a publicity stunt, some kind of fake news. But unfortunately, it's not. Now, y'all, listen. You know the stereotypes that black people, we love fried chicken, watermelon, whatever, all these racist stereotypes. And don't get me wrong, because I personally do love chicken and watermelon, okay. But I'm not a stereotype. But when you got people just being as ratchet as possible without caring about, I mean, I'm sure there was children present. And how did they take this in? I'm sure they were traumatized by this. And then they're seeing these images of us out there just acting a fool, and they're probably going to grow up thinking, oh, this is how we act. See, when you constantly keep doing stuff like this sends a message to the dominant society that says, see, they're a bunch of niggas. They're a bunch of, I don't like to use that word, but I'm trying to bring things into perspective. I'm trying to put it into context. They're a bunch of savages. They're a bunch of all the thises and that's. I mean, you get what I'm saying? You follow me here? When you do stuff like that, it sends a clear message to them that we're not to be taken seriously, we're not to be respected, and that everything that they said about us, which has been a lie, it's starting to look like it's valid. So let this be a lesson. I mean, exactly what is it that they have in this chicken? It's got to be a certain ingredient or some kind of hallucinogenic drug or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna go there, but I mean, what would possibly make people do something like that? I mean, why does it have to be anytime when it involves something with us? There's always some negativity behind it. Now, I mean, let me ask this question: how many of those people out there would have had the same kind of energy and vitriol when it comes to supporting a black-owned business, when it comes to actually standing up for something in the community, when it comes to standing up for building our community? How many of you would have been out there then when it came to something, when it comes to putting our finances together or possibly even boycotting a racist business? Would you have that same energy then? Would you get out there in droves and stand in long lines for that? when it comes, how many of you would have been standing in lines when it comes to something about, say, teaching black children or something in these schools? Would you stand in line for that? Those that were out there behaving that way, I doubt very seriously that they would be in line for something like that. And see, this is a narrative, this is a direction that we really need to change as a people. We need to really get away from all these negative stereotypes, because at this point, they are stereotypes, but when you act like that, you make the stereotypes and those that perpetuate the stereotypes look valid. You invalidate everything that they say. Everything that every white supremacist or racist has said about black people, you make them look correct. With these types of behaviors, you set us back 400 to 500 years. So, and you wonder why they don't show you respect, why they follow you around stores and treat you like they treat you in the shopping malls. You wonder why these police and race soldiers get off of getting away with doing the things that they want to do to us. So I'm just gonna get on my soapbox here, and I'm gonna voice how I feel about it, and I'm quite frustrated by it. It's quite perturbing that a bunch of grown ass men and women will be out. I know what I said. I said it. Now we'll get out there in public, and I'm quite sure it's in broad daylight doing what they did. I mean, I wonder how many. I'm sure you probably had maybe ABC, CBS, Fox, and all these other alphabet news companies out there just recording it and sending it all up into the control room. Hell, it probably went viral and even went global. So anyway, I just wanted to voice my frustration and concern out there that I don't approve. That's not to say I got anything against Popeyes Chicken. I don't have nothing against Popeyes Chicken. I think they make some great food, but when it comes to activity like that, it's not that serious for me. So anyway, I just wanted to go on and put my 2 cents in there and let everyone know how I feel about it. Anyway, like, comment, share this video, and this is one video that needs to be shared. Let me know what you think. Get in the comments. Support the channel, everybody, at paypal.me/TheRealAaronCollins, as well as Patreon.com. Y'all, I'm getting into my Patreon. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna put some different content on there that you probably would never see here. It's gonna be exclusive content. It's gonna be nice. So stay tuned, everyone, for it. And you know, y'all, I just want us to grow as a people. I just want us to have a little bit more of a pride in our culture. Have some love for yourself. I mean, this type of behavior is not acceptable, and it should never be deemed acceptable. This should never be something that could be considered cool, because it's not. It's not cool. Anyway, everyone, hit the bell icon to be notified when I drop other videos, live streams, and can't think of nothing else I wanted to say. I do want to say this. Want to send a shout out to a friend of mine also on YouTube named Amanda Gaithers. Keep your head up, my sister. I know you're going through a process right now, so anyway, keep your head up. For those of you who don't know who Amanda Gaithers is, she recently lost her son, so anyway, everyone, I just wanted to go and put that out there. But God loves you. I love you. Let's do life.